Most people think they're awake because their eyes are open, but they don't see. Not really. Because seeing, truly seeing, means burning through the illusions, the symbols, the lies that have been spoon fed to you since birth. This world runs on false light, and nowhere is that clearer than in the mythic symbol of the black hole sun. It is not just a lyric, not just a scientific anomaly. It's a code, a warning, a mirror. It represents the age we live in. An age of artificial light, inverted truth, and spiritual starvation. The sun across cultures and ages has always symbolized life, consciousness, divine clarity. Ra, the Eye of Horus, the blazing star of old traditions, the source of light and knowing. But the black hole sun, it devours that light. It is the counterfeit sun, the spiritual condition of a society that's traded wisdom for data, soul for simulation. We are watching the attempted reversal of the great work. Instead of ascending into the divine, we're descending into synthetic matter, into virtual gods and artificial reality. This is not evolution. This is a hijacking. This is the age of the black sun. You've seen it before. The Matrix, The Truman Show, They Live. Stories that show the curtain being pulled back. Protagonists who realize their world isn't what they thought, that their entire reality has been programmed to keep them asleep. That's not fiction, that's your life before awakening. And even worse, this illusion isn't accidental. It's curated, scripted, and engineered. Science is no longer a method, it's a priesthood. We're told that science is settled, that questioning is dangerous, that real inquiry is a threat. But real science asks, it tests, it evolves. What we have now is scientism, belief without understanding. Obedience dressed as intelligence. We worship black mirrors, our phones, our screens, our AI reflections. We've created gods in silicon, fed them our attention, and let them define who we are. This is the black hole sun, a world where light no longer comes from within, but from LED strips and corporate doctrine. And they'll tell you it's progress. Progress that costs you your soul isn't progress, it's conquest. Tradition teaches an allegory. The twin forces, the inner path, the fire of transformation. Ancient schools speak of two suns, the visible and the hidden, the outer and the inner. The black sun is the perversion of both. It is false fire. It is what happens when the initiate is given lies instead of light. CERN, rituals, artificial portals, symbolic messages in plain sight. None of this is just science fiction. It's theatrical science as religion. It's the attempt to replace nature's laws with man's, to override the natural path with the digital maze. This isn't about whether Earth is flat or round. That's a distraction. The real flatness is spiritual, emotional, intellectual. It's a flattening of the inner terrain, a suppression of the multidimensional soul in favor of 2D icons and pre-approved truths. That's why ancient teachings, Hermeticism, Eastern mysticism, perennial wisdom all point inward, not outward. The temple is not on the map, it's inside you, and they know it, which is why they keep you addicted to the outer world. They show you fake suns so you never find your own. But they can't actually steal your light. Only you can give it away. And you can reclaim it. The inner fire, the real sun, is still there, so burn the illusion. And if all that hasn't sunk in yet, let's drop the veil. Look around. We are living in a civilization that worships hollow gods. We've got billionaires trying to digitize consciousness. We've got children learning life from avatars. We've got philosophies that deny the soul while preaching equality. It's madness wearing a mask of reason. We've handed the keys of human destiny to data brokers, tech lords, synthetic prophets. Rituals once observed for mystery schools are now embedded in pop culture, stripped of sacredness and injected with spectacle. The language of initiation has been hijacked by brands. The symbols once used to awaken are now plastered on packaging. Your food is engineered, your thoughts are surveyed, your instincts are sedated, your body is scanned, logged, categorized. You are being trained, not taught, to respond, to consume, to comply. Even your rebellion is pre-approved, algorithmically curated to let you feel free while never stepping outside the cage. Here's how they do it. They use language as a weapon, redefining terms, replacing soul with self-image, replacing morality with metrics. They use algorithms to steer curiosity into echo chambers, convincing you you've awakened when you're still dreaming. They flood the senses with dopamine-triggering apps, dulling the will to go within. They plaster symbols over every screen, every product, every performance, not to initiate you, but to mock initiation. They flood the psyche with artificial synchronicity so real signs become noise. And above all, they convince you that freedom is dangerous, that unity is extremism, that questioning is violence. What a strategy. A spiritual chess game. A war for perception, fought with screens, symbol, and silence. And they tell you this is progress. No, this is engineered spiritual famine. The starvation of the soul in exchange for digital convenience. Trade of truth for ease. But it's not too late. You weren't born to obey. You weren't born to plug in to a dopamine loop and die quietly in front of a screen. You were born to remember, to reignite the flame that never went out, to say enough. You want to revolt, start within. Starve the illusion. As above, so below, as within, so without. Sharpen your discernment. Turn your gaze inward and kindle the sun within your own soul. Because the black hole sun isn't the end, it's the warning. And you were born to remember the real one. Humanfluence, out.